Working with date column inside the data frame using Python. So first, we will suppress all the warning. For this, we are importing warnings module. Statement is import warning, and then we are calling filters warning function passing a parameter ignore. Click on the cell and run the cell. This will ignore all the warnings while executing the code. Next is we have to import the necessary libraries for manipulation. So we are importing pandas and numpy. Statement is import pandas as PD, import numpy as NP. After importing the necessary libraries, we will generate data within a given date range. So we are giving a variable start date and we are storing a string inside it with the format year, month, date. So 2020, month is January, date is 1. So start date variable is created. Then we are creating end date variable where we are giving 2020, month is 12, date is 31, that is end date. Now we want to create a date range from start to end date. So we are calling pandas library date range method. Inside opening and closing parentheses, we are passing start date, comma, end date. This will create dates in the range and store it in the var variable. From the var variable, we are creating a data frame. So using PD dot data frame, from date range stored in var, we are creating a data frame called as data. Click on the cell and run the cell. So a data frame is created from the date range which is stored in var variable. We will print first 5 rows of the date range using data frame name dot head function. Click on the cell and run the cell. You can see dates are created, but the name of the column is 0. What we will do, we will rename the column. For this, we are calling data frame dot rename method. We are passing a keyword argument column is equal to and giving it a dictionary. Inside the dictionary, name of column 0 is replaced by date. So column is equal to inside opening and closing parenthesis 0 colon date will rename the column, and another keyword argument in place is equal to true. This will reflect the change in the original data frame. So if you check the data frame now, data dot head, you can see that the column name is changed. It was initially 0, now it is date. Now we want to see the number of entries inside this data frame. So we will call data.size attribute. So you can see you have 366 entries, and we can check the type of data, means it is a data frame. So pandas core frame dot data frame. We can check the first 10 rows of the data frame also. Data frame name dot head function, pass it a parameter 10. So this is displaying first 10 rows of our data frame. Next is we want to extract year from the date column of the data frame. So we are creating a new column. So to create a new column, we write data frame name inside opening and closing parentheses in single or double quotes, new column name. That is, we are creating year. It is to be extracted from the date column. Therefore, data inside opening and closing square bracket, we will access the date column. Then we will call the dt module. From the dt module, we will call attribute year. This will extract all the years from the date column, create a new column and add it to the original data frame. with a new column called as year. Click on the cell and run the cell. If you check the first 5 rows of the data frame which is updated, you can see year was extracted from the date column and it is a new column added to the original data frame. Now, moving to the next part where we have to extract month from date. Similar to the previous execution, you want to create a new column month. Therefore, we are writing data frame name in opening and closing square bracket, new column which is to be created, which is month, is equal to, it is to be created from the date column. Therefore, data inside opening and closing square bracket, date dot dt.month will extract all the months from the date column, create a new column and add it to the data frame with a name as month. If you check the head of the data frame, first 5 rows of the data frame, now month is being extracted from the date and added as a column to the data frame. To extract the month name, we will use a calendar module. So for this, we are importing calendar module, import calendar. We are creating a new column, month name. Therefore, data frame name in opening and closing square bracket, the column name, month name is equal to, we are applying a lambda function to the month column where for the every element of the column, we are extracting month name using calendar's month name function. So syntax is data dot month. So month column of the data frame. We are applying lambda function. Therefore, dot apply inside opening and closing parenthesis lambda space x. So this x represent every element inside that column, colon operation to be applied on the element x, that is calendar dot month name x. So using calendar module, we are uh, taking the month column and from every element we are applying a lambda function which will give the name of the month of the column and store it in month name. If you print first 5 rows of our data frame, you can see a new column was added to our original data frame, which was month name. Now, if you want to derive month name abbreviated from month number using calendar module, you can again apply a lambda function where for of the calendar module, we will use month underscore abbr function. So we are adding a new column, therefore data in opening and closing square bracket, name of the new column, month underscore abbr, this can be anything, is equal to the month column, we are applying lambda function, therefore data dot month dot apply inside opening and closing parenthesis, you have lambda space x, x represent every element, colon, calendar modules, month a underscore abbr function applied to every element x. So by executing this, we have extracted abbreviated month name from the column and we have created a new column month abbr. If we check first 5 rows of our data frame, you can see month abbreviated column is added to the original data frame. Similarly, we can extract week number from the date. So to extract week number from the date, we have to call dt.week. So we are adding a new column to the data frame. Therefore, data in opening and closing parenthesis, we will give the name of the column. We are adding a new column called as week underscore number is equal to data frame name, data, the column name. From date, we have to extract it. To this, we are calling dt, and using dt, we are extracting week, therefore .dt.week. This will extract week number and store it in the column week number with the name week underscore number added to the data frame. If we check first 5 rows of our data frame, you can see the week number also, week number column also added to the original data frame. Moving to the next part, where we will extract quarter number from the date and add it as a new column. Syntax is data frame name, in opening and closing parenthesis, name of the column which is to be added, quarter number, is equal to, it is to be extracted from the date column. Therefore, data frame name in opening and closing square bracket, date column dot dt dot quarter will extract quarter and add as a new column to the data frame with the name quarter number. If we print the first 5 rows of our data frame, you can see quarter number is displayed on the user screen, which was added to the data frame. Now, for converting the quarter number to name, we have to use num2 words module. So from num2 words, we are importing num2 words for converting number to words. And from the quarter number, we have to extract quarter name. So we are creating a new column inside the data frame, data, in opening and closing parenthesis, name of the new column, which is quarter name. And we are applying lambda function to the quarter number column. So data dot quarter number, this is quarter number column. We are applying lambda function, therefore dot apply in opening and closing parenthesis, a lambda function for every element x. So what to be done to this every element x? We are applying num2 words function. We are passing every element x and we are converting it using a keyword argument 2 is equal to ordinal. This will convert the quarter number into quarter name and add as a new column to the data frame. If we print the first 5 rows of the data frame, quarter name will be displayed on the user screen, added as a new column to the data frame data. Now, we want to extract weekday from the date. So we will write the data frame name of the new column which is to be created. So in opening and closing square bracket, name of the new column which is weekday is equal to data in opening and closing square bracket, the date column. When you call dt.weekday, this will extract the weekday from the date column, add it as a new column to the data frame with a name week_day. If we print the first 5 rows of our data frame using data.head function, you can see weekday is added to the data frame. Now, we have to derive weekday name from the weekday. For this, we will use calendar module and lambda function. So we are adding a new column, weekday name. Therefore, data in opening and closing square bracket weekday name is equal to the weekday column. Therefore, data.weekday. We are applying lambda function. Therefore, dot apply. In opening and closing parentheses, we are calling lambda function. To every element x, we are applying calendar dot day name of x. This will convert the weekday into name and add it as a column weekday name to the original data frame. We will check first 10 rows of our data frame. So you have to move to the last and you can see weekday name is added to the weekday number. So 0 is Monday and 6 is Sunday. Extracting day of month from the date. So we are creating a new column, day of month. Therefore, data in opening and closing square bracket in single quotes, day of month is equal to, we are extracting it from the date column. Therefore, data in opening and closing square bracket date dot dt dot, you are using strf time function. So you want a day, therefore you have to give argument as a string %d. This will extract a day of month from the date column and add it as a new column called as day of month to the data frame. If we check the first 5 rows of the data frame, you can see at the last, you can see the day of month. Okay. Now, we are creating 10 dates, not 6 days, 10 days, which are having year, month, day, hours, minutes, second. So in the next cell, we are creating a new data frame. So df is equal to pd dot data frame will create an empty data frame. Control Shift minus, go to upward cell, press Shift Enter. This will execute a cell. We have created a data frame df. To the data frame, we are adding the date column. So df in opening and closing parenthesis square bracket, we are giving column name as date. We are calling pd.date range function. We are giving it argument 1/1/2022. So 1st Jan of year 2022. How many dates are to be created? 10. So period is equal to 10. What is the time gap between the date? Frequency is equal to 2h. 2h is a string. So we will create dates with a time gap of 2 hours from 1/1/2022. And how many dates are to be created? 10 dates are to be created, and those will be added as a date column to the data frame df. In the next line, we are printing the data frame on the user screen. So you can see from 0 to 9, 10 dates were created, and each date has a time gap of 2 hours. So this is 1/1/2022, 000, hours, minutes, seconds are 0. This 2022, 1/1/200 means 2 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours, similarly till 10 hours. Now, if you want to extract R from the date column, what you have to do, you have to create a new column df in opening and closing square bracket, name of the column R. We will call tf.date column because we have the column name as date. From it to extract R, we will call dt.r. This will extract R from the date column and add it as a new column with a name R, and we will print that data frame on the user screen. Now you can see the data frame is updated. It has date column and the R column. Similarly, if you want to extract minute from the date column, you will write data frame name, a new column which is to be added. In this case, we have to add minutes, is equal to, from column which is to be extracted, df in opening and closing square bracket date, and call dt.minute. Click on the cell and run the cell. This will extract minutes from the date column and add it as a new column to the data frame. If you print the data frame on the user screen, now you can have hours extracted as well as minute extracted. Now you can see all the minutes in the date were 00. So minutes extracted will be displayed as 0. So this will differ when you work with the data set which has a date column and you want to extract minutes and second. It will have minutes and second entry. What you have to do, you have to convert the data frame string into datetime format, and after converting it into datetime format, you have to apply these functions. So similarly, after extracting minutes, we can extract second and add it as a column to the data frame. So we are adding new column to our data frame. So data frame name, in opening and closing square bracket, name of the column which is to be added seconds. It is to be extracted from the date column, df in opening and closing square bracket, name of the column date dot dt dot second. This will add seconds and extract second and add it as a new column to the data frame. If you print the data frame on the user screen, you can see from date we extracted hours, minutes, and second, and they were added to the end of the data frame. That's it for this video, where we have seen how to work with date column using data frame using Python. If you like the content, to hit the subscribe button. See you in the next video.